Good day, madam. My name is Thurga Nandini, daughter of Muthukumar. Today, I would like to present about mental health illness. Okay, today I would like to summarize the talk given by Afinuddin sir from USM 24 November. So I would like to summarize the talk of Dr. Afinuddin regarding about mental health and the ways to overcome. So here we go. Okay. The first point, recently, why people are considered to mental health illness. This is because of outbreak of pandemic COVID-19. Outbreak of pandemic of COVID-19 is lead to a huge impact towards elderly peoples and teenager peoples to closes with mental health illness. This is because most probably elderly people are isolated, becoming loneliest during to pandemic COVID. Whenever the times came that spread of COVID-19 to toward worldwide situations, to a lot of elderly people need to isolate it. This is because elderly peoples are not getting enough certifications of antibody. So whenever a person's never receive enough of antibody, they might easily get easily get a COVID-19. That's why elderly people is isolated in nursing home, in hospitals. Therefore, whenever people's get isolated, whenever people get loneliest, they might get mental health disorder. The second point is that I summarized from the video is why people are easily get mental illness because of lost their job, unemployment. Now, moving to current 2020, unemployment rate is increases around 95% because of outbreak of pandemic COVID-19. So therefore, whenever a person's lost their job, so they might get depressions, they might get unconscious things around her, they easily might get stressed. So this is because this is the causes of unemployment rate lead to mental health illness. Other than that, why are people easily get a mental illness? Because of loneliness, because of the suddenly the people who are closest to them is separated, the people who are closest them is leave them away. For example, I will like to take about breakup. If say about of a relationship, whenever having a breakup, nowadays teenagers are most tend to becoming mentally disordered because of breakup. Okay, so this kind of things is the most major problem that lead to mental illness. Other than that, what kind of the problem? So other than that, why people might becoming loneliest, isolated. Some people, they like physically unconditional. What mean by physically unconditional? Because whenever a person's get a lot of diseases, for example, we can take elderly people. Elderly people normally around age start from 15 ages above. They are easily get of diseases, for example diabetes, hypertension. So whenever a persons are receiving a lot of diseases, they might get of depressions, because they will think of bad, I get a diseases, so I might be having a death easily. So that's kind of elements that will implement it into their daily routine of life. Beside that, obesity also can lead a person to mental health disorder. Some people having a body shaming from others. You look so fat, or you look so thin. This is the body shaming. So these kind of things might be distract their stress levels. Whenever stress level is increases, it might be becoming a mental illness. Moving to the ways of overcome, as we gain a lot of knowledges from the talk given by Dr. Amzinuddin from USM. Doctors the sir is always give a lot of ways to overcome mental illness. Such a good talk that I received from that day, which I have 24 November in Google Meets. So it gave a lot of informations to me, the way to overcome a mental illness. Okay, what are the ways? Okay, So as given of instructions from Dr. Aminuddin, that mental illness can cure by physiopsychologist. Okay, who has a physiopsychologist? Physiopsychologist means the person who are trained to recover a person from mental health disorder. It's quite amazing because nowadays people are more suffering heavy mental illness. Therefore, we need to provide sufficient of ways to overcome it. Okay, and then having had a talk with the counselors. So counselor most probably giving a lot of motivations, a lot of ways. Okay, if come to motivations, what kind of motivations given by counselor giving a spiritual speech. Okay, you feel loneliness, you feel isolated, why not you having your physical activity, why not you having a listening music. So that kind of elements will implemented by the counselor or physiologist. Okay, other than that, what are the ways that we can overcome mental illness disorder? For example, we can chit chat with our friend, like exchange of our problem with our friends. Not only friends, we can exchange our problem with our family members. Those are closest with me. Your mother or father can tell your problem. What are your problems? So when if you feel isolated, if you feel depression, go ahead, share the problems with your closest one. Whenever a people gets share their problem with the closest one, they might be get a positive vibes, a good motivator, a good supporter, a good guidance. Therefore they can overcome a lot of problems which is implemented in ourselves. Other than that, we can like having a spiritual mindset. Whenever it's come to a spiritual mindsets are very clear visions for us. Okay, for me every day I will do meditations. So meditations is a kind of relieved of mind self, relieved our souls. Meditations are very good to our inner self. Yeah, whenever a person get meditated every day, they become so peaceful, so restful, so regenerating. Okay, meditations, for example, yoga. Yeah, in Indian cultures we are followed yoga. Yoga's not only relax our mind, it can reduce our physical conditions. It can give a younger smiling face like me. Okay, so the last ways that I will suggest to teenagers or elderly people, get a day. Okay, for examples, do your own physical activity in a house. For examples, every day I will do Zumba. Yeah, I love Zumba. Zumba dance is a very helpful to our body to reduce the obesity, belly habit, and it also give us energetic boost of energetic. This kind of ways can overcome the mental illness of disorder. Thank you so much, doctor, to listening my speech. Thank you so much.